What's up guys, thanks for clicking on my video. Today we're going to check out the Sig MCX Virtus, which is one of the most exciting new PCP air rifles released this year. They are available now. If you dig around a little bit, Pyramid Air will have them in May. So looking at Sig Sauer's website, it says this is a perfect tool for target training and defending against unwanted varmints. The only problem I could see with that is this is a 12 foot-pound gun. I'm not sure if 12 foot-pounds is going to do much to a varmint. We'll check it out. The other question is the accuracy. We'll see how accurate it is too, because guess what guys? I got one. Anyway, here's the details from SIG's website. It says the MCX Virtus PCP rifle is the latest expansion to the SIG Air precision line of air guns, and the introduction of SIG Air products to the pre-charged pneumatic category of air guns, PCP. The MCX Virtus PCP doubles the muzzle energy of classic CO2 models and uses the SIG rapid pellet magazine, making it a great tool for target training and defending against unwanted varmints. Here's the hardcore stats. It's called the Sig MCX, all right, Virtus. The PCP 22 caliber only. Says the muzzle velocity is up to 700 foot per second. Synthetic stock, M1913 accessory rail. Folding sights. Includes one 30-round magazine. Overall length is 37.25 inches with an overall weight of 7.5 pounds. Same as the real thing. Nice. All right, let's get into this. BB-8. The UPS truck's coming up the driveway, dude. All right, come on.
You? This call before the attack was from Tel Dakar. The country.
What do you think, BB? I know, seriously. Hopefully it'll be worth the wait. I know. Relax, I got it, bro. Package is heavy. I can already tell it's going to have a realistic weight and feel. Yeah, very nice packaging. Good question, BB. It's actually 12 foot-pounds. So this gun's going to be legal in the UK. They actually have a non-semi-auto version coming out for the UK customers. Here's my buttstock. Yeah, it's everything that you have been waiting for and more. So guys, this is definitely really heavyweight. Yeah, the fit and finish is just like 10 out of 10. Seriously. It's an awesome looking gun. So we got a metal barrel, metal flip up sights, polymer handguard, metal inside there. Then we got a full metal receiver. This is all metal right here. Polymer hand grip. And of course we got a steel bottle back there. There's your instruction manual. Looks pretty nice. We see right here we got the all metal rear sight. It's going to flip up. That dust cover and charging handle are all metal. Mag release button is metal. Trigger is metal. And that whole receiver right there is metal, as well as the Weaver rail up top there. The only thing polymer on that part of the gun is the magazine and grip. Of course, we got an all steel bottle. Polymer buttstock's pretty nice. It's got rubber and polymer together with a big metal screw, probably to tighten it on there. Pretty nice. Looks like you can add a sling as well. Absolutely. There's a look from the other side. Really is just a beautiful gun. This is all metal. We got the Sig laser etched in there. Once again, those buttons are metal, and it's got a nice Virtus plate right there. Very cool. There's your rail. So there's that bottle. I'll have to figure out what to fill it up to. I'm assuming it's 3,000 PSI. Nice, so this is regulated. Regulated PCP. Looks like it uses the exact same magazine as the previous MCXs. So that's cool. If you got some of those lying around, and we'll go over real fast how to load those. Nice color manual there. So on the other side, you see a 1/8 Foster fitting quick disconnect. So you're just going to hook that directly to your PCP hand pump or scuba tank and fill up like that. The rear sight has 2 apertures. There's the second one. Pretty fancy. That's all metal. So you got windage and elevation adjustment, as well as 2 apertures, just like the real thing. This is a functional charging handle. This is how you load it. All right, you guys, everything is exactly the same as a real AR-15 M16. So you just hit your magazine release button, pull that mag out. Then I'll show you guys how to load this bad boy. So there's a little door right there. Open that guy up. Pull out this belt right here. So this belt, as you can see, has a metal side. So you want to put the metal side down, facing the ground, floor, table, whatever you got there. Now those are flush with the top right there, but you actually have to poke those way inside the magazine, and I believe there is a seating tool around here somewhere. All right, now you're going to hear a little snap. All right. So there's the difference right there. You snap those babies all the way to the floor. Snap those babies all the way to the floor, and they'll be ready to go. All right, now we got 30 shots in our belt. We're ready to insert it into the magazine. You see that little notch at the top right there? This notch right there is going to slide right in there. Now you see how easy that went in? Now this only goes in one way, so if it's not going in super easily, then you're doing it the wrong way. Just line that notch up right there, and you'll be perfect. So you just put that all the way in. Give it a spin, it doesn't matter where it's at. Close that baby. Now you're ready. So after I screwed my air in, my gauge ended up being on top there, which that was cool. And this thing right here, you just get it where you want it and tighten that Allen screw right there. And you'll be perfectly lined up. So let me go get a Allen key for that. Looks like it's a 6mm Allen key. That's right, BB. All we gotta do now is clean the barrel and we can shoot this bad boy. Oh yeah, okay, BB, you wanted to say something, right? Go ahead. He said that you should never clean your air gun with hops. Only use ballistol, which is safe for air gun seals. And what else were you gonna say? Okay, he said always use a flexible cleaning rod, never use a metal cleaning rod on your air gun barrels. That can damage the crown. Remove that magazine. Now you can see down the magazine well, the end of the barrel right there. That's all metal right there. You could definitely break glass with that. I get some pliers to pull that out. Wow, that was actually not very dirty. It looks more like the last patch I pulled, so maybe Sig knew that this first batch was going to be used right away. Didn't bother putting that preservative gunk in the barrel. I just ran a couple more patches through there, and the barrel came clean real nicely. Definitely, since this is a pellet gun, you're going to want to clean that barrel, since you're going to be shooting for accuracy. Oh. Apparently the pellet seating tool is located under the grip right here. Wow, awesome. So there's what you can use to seat your pellets. Sweet. Very nice. Seriously? According to BB-8, the muzzle is threaded. Wow, so I'm sure that's not 1/2 UNF. No, it doesn't want to fit my Donnie FL. It's probably standard thread for firearms, so guys that have real MCXs can put their cans on there. You can actually get a $39 PCP hand pump off of eBay. It's a little moisture catcher right there. If you do use a scuba tank, just be sure to fill your air tank slowly. There it says right on the tank, 3,000 PSI. Looks like I just peeled that sticker off too. Now I got a nice clear glass thing to look at. Your air gauge goes to 6,000 PSI, but just fill it up to the middle right there to 3,000. I would not advise filling it past that, especially since you're going to be putting your face right next to that. You ready to do some chronograph testing? Yeah, we're going to use the Master Chrono, no problem. We're going to be using 15 grain JSBs for this test. Got them seated in there with the pellet seating tool. Start off with 30 shots and see what it says on the chrono. So these are the numbers for the first magazine. I kept shooting magazines throughout the entire tank. It stayed really consistent, even though it's not the tightest numbers we've ever seen. All right, guys, that's 60 shots right there. Let's just keep going, I guess. All right, guys, my third magazine, here we go. So that's about 93 shots, and we're still going strong. All right, you guys, that's 100 shots, and we're still at about 1,000 PSI, so pretty impressive. All right, guys. This was a brand new tin when I started, and I'm about, well, I put a good dent in it, let's just say. Crazy to think I could annihilate 120 soda cans with that little teeny bottle. Sig must be doing something right. Huh, T-Rex? T-Rex is into guns too. He's a small arms dealer. And after 120 shots, we went from 3,000 PSI down to, looks like about 1,000. Amazing. Check that out. That's like 30 pellets stacked on top of each other when I was doing the chronograph testing. The old MCX had a 5.5 pound trigger pull. Looks like the Virtus is about 2 pounds 9 ounces consistently. I just want to show you the box real fast. It has a really cool exploded view of the gun. If you want to know what's really going on, you see where the regulator is located right there. Got some hardcore stats. It says it improves consistency and velocity by regulating the air pressure for optimal performance. Oh, and this is cool. It tells us roughly what speed our pellets are going to fly. So I've got some of my favorite JSB pellets, 22 caliber. We're going to try all these out, and maybe some sniper lights and Crossman Premiers as well. All right, I'm going to shoot from about 10 yards away with open sights. Crossman Piranhas. 14.5 grain. That was a close one, huh, Bugaboo? Yeah, thanks for saving my ass. No problem, dude. We got some dead cans right there. I'm gonna take my rear sight off to put my scope on. It looks like that's a 4mm Allen key. 24 yards away. All right, I got 10, 14 grains loaded up. I did edit out a little of the between shot footage here, but I did actually wait at least 5 seconds between each shot. I wasn't just rattling them off. Alright, that was JSB 13 grains. I'm going to go ahead and just pop through all the JSBs real fast and see what we can get for groups at 25 yards. Maybe 4 inches. I'm going to go back to 13 grain on this one right here. And I'm going to seat those pellets a little better this time. All right, back to 13 grains. Definitely a little better. Probably a silver dollar right there. Now we're going to try some 15.89 grain Hades. About the same. Not the best so far. Go for some 15.89 old school JSBs. I call them reds. All right, we're still at about 2,000 PSI. Now this clip right here I'm actually showing you in real time. I was just pulling the trigger pretty much a few seconds apart. Eight out of the 10 went in a nice little group there. We might have found the pellet for this gun. So that was 15.89 old school. Yeah, that right there was a nice quarter-size group, except for 2 flyers. Let's go now to 18 grain JSBs. Not bad. Had some flyers, but a lot of those went in the bullseye. Definitely good enough to hit a can. So here's a summary, guys. The 15.89 grain did pretty good. There's a dime next to the group. Over here, the 18 grains, pretty consistent as well. 25 yards, definitely hit a can right there. Hades did okay. 13 grain did okay. 14 grain did not so okay. All right. All right, shooting a little wild at 35 yards. I'm going to go ahead and shoot these lollipops at 25 yards. Took me a couple shots to figure out where to aim. And once I did, check this out. That was pretty badass, actually. Hell yeah! When I put some 18 grains in the gun, it did do a little better at 35 yards. I was able to hit those targets consistently. Final thoughts on the Sig Virtus. Definitely an awesome gun. A lot of fun for plinking with. I know a lot of you guys saw PCP 700 feet per second regulator, and you expected a tack driver that you could hunt with, things like that. In reality, it's shooting around 500 feet per second. It's a 12 foot-pound gun. So I don't think it's really powerful enough or accurate enough for humane pest control, unless you got a mouse walking right in front of you. But if that's not what you're after, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with this gun. Probably even a little more fun with the open sights. Definitely a great training weapon if you got an AR-15, M16 type weapon. It's definitely an exact replica of the real thing. All in all, I'd say Sig did a great job, and I'm sure they're gonna sell a lot of these. Right now they are out of stock at Pyramid Air. You can grab them off eBay. There's affiliate links to Pyramid Air, eBay, and Amazon down below, so if you do decide to buy one of these, please go through the affiliate link and I'll get a small percentage. I do appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.